It's winter. Sometimes you need heaters like this to keep you warm, but sometimes they don't work. Let me show you something that I did to make this one work better. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. My name is Jeff, Arizona Hot Homestead. Sometimes during the winter it's not so hot, especially when temperatures are minus degrees, etc. We got snow outside. But what happens is I use these Buddy heaters. And right now I'm not done finishing with this room, so I'm using Buddy heaters to help supplement the heat. Also, I use a Buddy heater in the RV to help keep the furnace from running so much. Because the furnace needs electricity off the solar panel, so when you have a storm come in, you're using a lot of the solar. You don't get much sun during a storm. So overall, I try to balance it. I supplement my heat base. Bottom line is I supplement my heat with a Buddy heater. But this particular heater that I was using inside kept going off on me. Now right here you see it on high. Normally I just have it on low. It won't even start on low. I've got to go medium or high to get started. So let me show you what I'm noticing here, and we're going to see if we can fix it. So I don't want to get you too close. I don't want to burn you up. That flame there should be a little bit bigger. And so you can tell there's a lot of dust. So I've got a hose here, air hose, and we're going to clean some of this off. We're going to get down inside there. We're going to clean some of that off. Boy, is that hot. We're going to clean some of that off, and then where the blue is coming out of, I am going to take a cotton swab. Where is it? A Qtip, and I'm even going to dip it in this just to help clean it out a little bit. And we're going to get in there and we're going to clean that out and see if that helps a little. And I'm thinking cleaning the gunk out of it as well as blowing it out, that should make a difference. So, and then we'll get a little bit bigger flame and then we'll go from there. So, alright. So let's get to work. I better shut this off. This is getting hot. You know what I'm going to have to do when I shut this off? I'm going to have to let it cool down too. See you in a moment. So first I'm removing this. Up here's where it connects. And then also down here. You can see kind of connections they are. See if we can show you. I don't know how well it's coming out, but it looks kind of grummy in there.
Without this. It's kind of dark, you can't see.
Well, it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. We actually have to cut some of this excess off. Here, we'll pull some off. They're gonna help. Yeah, that'll help. Let's dip it in this, like this, and see what happens. Just an ordinary.
I have a problem. Tip came off. Interesting. Now it's really plugged. This is what happens when you buy some cheap Q-tips. Now what the fuck I do? Excuse me, now what do I do? Oh, interesting. Alright. So. Okay. Gas is on, and I get a spark, but it's plugged now. Now I really plugged it. What the hell I do now? Alright, so I took this, it's gotten dark, sun went down pretty fast. I took this off, it was just a couple of screws. So I was able to get down inside, and I blew it out with the air hose. And then, if you can tell right here, is the part that we were cleaning out. I took it off here, and I want to show you something. When I was looking through the hole here, I could not see through at all. I blew it out a few times from both ends. I don't know how well. See right there, you can barely see the light because it's a small hole. But it looks to me like, see that right there? So you can see through it. So it was clogged earlier. Blowing it out, I did not see the debris fly out of there, but I don't know, I can see at least. So, warning, if you're going to use a Q-tip, get a high quality Q-tip or know that it might break off. Or maybe don't put it in the hydrogen peroxide, maybe it softened it up, I don't know. So anyhow, I am going to blow that out a couple more times just for a peace of mind, and then we'll do it. And I'm going to finish this tomorrow morning when I got some light. So, well, what I thought was going to be simple ended up being more difficult. One thing I also did was I also blew down in here. These are behind those pads. These guys here are right here. So that's where the gas goes up through. So what I did was I blew up in there, made sure any debris was up in there, was loose, was out. Then since this one's the one that's used mostly, I went ahead and took off this screw here. Or not took it off, but I loosened it. And I blew through here just to help clean some of it out. And then I also took my finger and just kind of felt the back of it, and boy, it's a lot cleaner now, but it was full of gunk back there. This one was hardly done full of anything, but I never use this one. I use this one all the time. So that might be also something else to look into, is to clean out. One of the problems with rubbing your finger on there is you can plug up the orifice. So that's why I also blew it through here. And I guess we'll find out in the morning if it works. So, go to bed. We'll get up in a few hours and when we got better light, and we'll finish it. So, see you in a moment. See you tomorrow. So, it's the next day. I got some light in this room. So back to working on this. So I haven't connected this guy here just yet. Reconnected him, but I'm going to now. It takes a wrench. It takes a number 12 for this one, and then number 13 millimeter for that one. So just so you know, a 12 mm, 13 mm. But I want to show you something. I didn't notice this last night, but look at this. I was showing you earlier in the video how you can see the light in there, but I didn't see the look what's right here. Here's the end of the Q-tip that was stuck in there. So I blew it out. So awesome. So now I know that's no longer in there. So lesson learned, guys. When you talk to people about sticking a Q-tip in there, maybe you should not use the generic brand. Maybe you should get a high quality Q-tip, or maybe just break out the air hose and just go that route. So let's reconnect this and turn it on and see what happens. Can you see the flame? It's working. So I know I didn't do it on video, but that's because I didn't want it to explode and like hurt my camera. So I don't know. Yeah, it works. I've got it on low. Starting it on low, it had a hard time starting on low, but it did better than before. So, but as you can tell, these pads, this one's so much dirtier. So I'm sure if this pad was cleaner, then it would work. I don't know how to clean those pads. I'm not too concerned, because if I'm able to start it on medium and then come back to low, I'm okay with that. This flame, I don't know if I could do a comparison, but that flame down there looks so much better than it did before. So much better than when we started. Let me move this. So much better than it did before. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but it's beginning to turn red. See, I don't know how this is going to come out. Look at that. That was right on first try. Now they say you have to hold it for a certain amount of time. I just hold it for as long as I think it's good enough. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, it's not going to light now. There it kind of goes. Did it take? Yeah, it took. So the medium still lights on medium, but it looked like that the low it didn't light. So I'm just going to have to deal with that. But as long as I can take it back to light, I'm okay with that. After all, this thing is like 10 years old. And as you can tell, it's been pretty abused. I don't know if you can replace these pads or clean them, but oh well. It's fixed. So what I got out of this is probably taking it apart to clean it was probably the best thing. Doing the Q-tip thing, again, I've said it 100 times on this video already. Maybe if you had a better quality Q-tip, that might work. But after my just experience I had, I don't know if I'd use a Q-tip anymore. I think I'd just take the air hose, clean it all out, go underneath, unscrew that bottom, stick the air hose up in there, spray it, run a flashlight during nighttime to be able to see better through there. And if I can, then to me that's cleaner. I think taking those extra steps might be a better idea. So, anyhow, now I got warmth. Yay! Nice. Jeff.